This is not the result we wanted for our first game. Everybody was excited to start the season. We got off to a pretty good start tonight. We were up, had a double-digit lead early, and then our offense fell apart, turned the ball over, missed some shots, and we still had the lead at halftime, but then our offense just went into a deep freeze, and it was tough stretches. Florida Gulf Coast played very well, and give them credit. We have to be better. I take the blame for this one. I thought we were prepared to play tonight, and didn't look like it, so that's on me.
What do you think was the issue with the offense?
We missed a lot of open shots. The first half, we were 1 for 12 from the three-point line. I think probably all but 1 or 2 were open. We took 1 or 2 contested, and a few of them were in, about 4 in a row were in and out. So we missed some easy open looks from the 3. You obviously don't make them all, but you would like to be better than 1 for 12 for a good shooting team. We had turnovers in transition. We just dribbled the ball off our foot, or got back tipped, or just lost the ball 3 or 4 times. And these are experienced players doing this. As far as what went wrong, you watched the game, so you have as good idea as I did. If you look at the stat sheet, 15 turnovers, and are upperclassmen and guys that want this role to be the lead guys, starters, and the first couple guys off the bench. We just didn't have it tonight. So they're good players. We'll get better. We have really good players on our team, and they just had an off night as a collective group.
What did part to have anything to do with this, just kind of changing styles in the way that you have?
No, this is just basketball. They've been playing. They had a very good preseason. We had 2 scrimmages, played well. We looked great in practice this week. I thought we were prepared, but whatever I did or the coaches did or didn't do, obviously didn't work. So we have to go back as coaches and figure this out and be better prepared for our next game.
Did you see them out rebounding you before the game started? Because that's a big stat right
16 offensive rebounds to our 7. And when you play 4 guards a lot, some of the guards aren't used to going to the glass as much as they should and offensively. But they had 2 free throw rebounds, 1 in the middle of the second half, and then one later. And that should never happen. And that's just a lack of awareness and maybe some toughness. So we'll see. But we've actually been rebounding the ball pretty well in our 2 scrimmages and in practice.
Andy, it looked like after a certain point in the first half, it looked like the offense almost stopped, and there was a lot of one-on-one plays. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's why I said the last few days we've been sharing the ball, we've been moving the ball, we've been had a lot of movement, quite a few passes per possession, and when the lights turn on, everybody wants this opportunity, and it looked like that they went back to some bad habits or just did not play like we had been, and so it was disappointing. We don't have the luxury of having a dominant big guy scorer like we've had in the past. Last year, Chavez averaged 11 a game. Isaiah Mobley almost 15 a game, and they could score in the low post. And before we had all those other good big guys. So whenever we need a bucket, we could throw it down low and play. Now our guards have to be the primary decision makers, the primary playmakers, and they have to score. And I thought Josh Morgan played outstanding basketball today. He had 7 block shots. He had 9 rebounds. Johnny Wright came in and played well off the bench. So our big guys did their job tonight. But we have to be able to make plays for each other on the offensive end to create easy shots. And then when we have easy shots like we did, especially in the first half and early in the second half, we just have to make some of them. We missed a lot of open threes tonight. I think we started out 1 for 12 and we ended up 3 for 19, and Boogie made the last one, so we were really 2 for 18 for the game until the last second. So you shoot 2 for 18 from the 3, and you're not going to win a whole lot of games.
Since you don't have that low post option, when you're not shooting well, what do you want your guards to do differently?
Well, we have to have. We're trying to play with a flow and a pace, and you saw some over dribbling. You saw some uncharacteristic turnovers in transition. The ball. If you look at our turnover numbers, 15. It's just too many. It's just too many. And you would hope with playing so many guards, your turnovers would be at a reasonable number. But we had some we had some turnovers that really hurt us because we went in a couple droughts tonight offensively, and we had some transition opportunities and some opportunities when we drove the lane, and we didn't convert.
And you talked about Drew's focusing on his decision making. He only ended up taking 6 shots tonight.
Well, he got the foul line. He missed a front end. We missed 2 front ends in the first half. Boogie missed a front. I don't know how many front ends, one-on-ones we missed. So Drew was 3 for 7 from the foul line. So he got fouled enough times, and he should have had 8 or 9 free throws if he would have made his front ends. And he had 6 assists. So, as far as the shot attempts, we can't script it. They have to play together. Some nights you can have more or less shot attempts, and sometimes better players they get double teamed or there's extra helps. And so Drew is one of our better offensive players, and everybody knows him and scouts him. And so he's a willing passer. He had 6 assists, but obviously we have to play better as a team and keep sharing the ball.
What'd you tell the guys in the locker room after the game?
Well, there's not a lot to say right now. I don't like to. Sometimes as a head coach, raise my voice and yell and scream. Sometimes the assistant coaches have to be the ones doing it. But there's not a lot of margin for error for our team as far as because of our lack of size at certain positions. But we have big enough guards, and they just have to be tougher and play better. And starting tomorrow they will be. But they just won't play as much.
One more question.
Overall, when the team got down by double digits, were you satisfied with their effort, or did you sense anything there where it might have dropped off a little bit?
The thing that frustrates me is that we try to give our guys a lot of freedom, and what the frustrating part wasn't a lack of effort. It was some of the decision making, the turnovers, and a couple over dribbling and some tough shots and bad shots. And it was our upperclassmen, and then it trickled down to our freshmen. So that was frustrating because you can't you can't call a play every time down the court. You have to have some kind of flow to your offense, and you rely on your players to do that. And we've been very good at it recently. In fact, the last 4 or 5 days of practice, we've been as good as any team we've had here in a long time as far as making plays for each other and keeping that flow going. And tonight, unfortunately, we reverted back to some bad habits in crucial parts of the game, and that stuff becomes contagious at times. And we have to be more mature as basketball players in that, because you're getting the responsibility now to step up and do that.
All right. Thank you, Andy.
Thanks.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.